Like, what are you going to do with a violin bow and a xylophone? Well, that's what you do. You stroke it and make whale sounds. No,
Naturally, obviously. Hello, I'm Kaya Lamont, your host of Concert Chat LA. We're the only video podcast series that rates and reviews music venues and the performance immediately after the show from right here, my podcast studio that just so happens to look like a car.
Amelia Ray is my guest tonight. She's a globe-trotting singer-songwriter based in San Francisco. Her cross-genre multilingual music is socially conscious and full of puzzles. We're at Zebulon for a stacked lineup of ambient music. Founded in Williamsburg, Brooklyn before moving to LA in 2013, Zebulon is known for boundary-pushing artists. The vibe pulls you in, the programming keeps you guessing, and the crowd is effortlessly cool.
Fun.
it is fun.
Road trip. Oh, okay. We're rolling.
Okay.
Are we happy?
We're happy.
Is my eye crossed? Okay, where am I? We just saw an amazing show of ambient music at Zebulon here in Silver Lake, but technically Frogtown. Pre-show experience. Parking for me was very convenient. I'm on a side road here, and I felt like it was safe to park here in front of an impound garage place, just in case I did get towed. I wouldn't have to walk too far.
They couldn't charge you that much either.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But there's parking in front of Zebulon, and but yeah, I found like a little side road here along the reservoir, which is nice. And you took a lift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took a lift from West Hollywood, and there was quite a bit of traffic, but I still made it here in under 40 minutes.
Tickets are through Dice, which is a wonderful service. I've used that, app a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is just something so fascinating in this world of high price tickets and all the new ticketing platforms and stuff. And I think it reflects on the venue who use these ticket apps now too. It's like a marriage. It obviously is. It's a business deal. Walked in. We were early, so it was chill.
Yeah, very many people.
It was so great seeing you.
It's like, oh, that's her.
I love that feeling. We got a seat at the bar pretty easily.
We had the caprese salad, which is very good, and the hidden pine nut.
It was a very interactive pizza. It came and it was like this mountain of greens.
Arugula, spinach, but just covering. It was as if someone had just emptied a bag on top of the pizza. And it was a small pizza, so it wasn't like it had anywhere to go. It was like an afterthought. Like, oh, I was meant to put arugula on this pizza, but had to take the greens off to remember what you had ordered of the rest of the pizza. But the pine nuts were lovely once we got to the pine nuts and cheese.
And this show isn't about reviewing pizza, but the fact that they do serve food at this venue is really, really cool. But how is
It was good.
How is your beverage?
My beverage? Well, I had an Aperol Spritz.
What did we call it? A snobberol?
Yes, because I asked
Spritz.
how do you make your Aperol Spritz. So then I became Snobberol Spritz.
I thought that was spritz.
Spritz.
So spritzy.
Yeah.
There's something about Z, right? Like Zebulon. As far as like the service, really chill, fun, and like everyone was like laid back, casual, like clothes. The bartender, waitress, super sweet, but I do appreciate and love, and I know a lot of people out there will as well, is free water stations.
Yes.
Great. Every bar is, take note, like it's just a must have now. Like you just have to have it.
Yeah.
We're drinking, we're eating. We're really enjoying each other's company, and we got there too, and it was like early enough that the lights were up, so I could really check out some details. It's when you know you're there early when the house lights are still on. It felt very clean. Like they really, like the bartenders take time to like clean the bottles. Like I didn't notice any dust.
Yeah. It's a place for drinking. I mean, they care about what they're serving you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Cool artwork on the wall.
The album covers
Album
selections.
covers. What did you see? Or
They had some Fela Kuti, San Roland Kirk, just jazz, a lot of Brazilian, Afro-Cuban albums. Very impressive selection.
and then like cool little cafe style tables, little booths, film playing like a black and white film.
There was a Japanese film, some sort of detective film that was playing. Black
I
and white.
love,
Yeah.
yes, Amelia, I love how you notice details. Is this like just the way in which you see the world that like is really detailed?
It was great. I was tempted to stay there and watch it a little bit, but
There's such a curation of a vibe.
yeah, it wasn't just, oh, let's throw on a ball game or,
Hopefully we're set in the mood. Oh, plus there's like a cool patio.
The patio is the exact same size as the entire inside. It's huge.
Blown away.
It's huge.
It's a massive like parking lot, but with chairs, cool lights.
Tables.
There's a lot of chairs.
There's a lot of chairs.
And the chairs weren't just your average chairs. Again, it's all about the details. They were giving high school chairs. Like those like old plastic, thick plastic.
Yeah.
Chairs.
I was like music class chairs.
Yes.
Band practice.
Yes.
And they were arranged in just a playful manner, not like a serious, there are 4 chairs at this table, just
Exactly.
sort of like casually about, as if the chairs themselves decided where they were going to sit.
Oh my God, we could also have a show just about reviewing the chairs. I'm loving this. I'm obsessed with the bathroom here at Zebulon. You walk in and it's just this really cool hallway of graffiti and stickers and a mirror covered, and it's just...
Yeah, there's a lot to see.
There was something backed up pipe with...
Oh my gosh, I love what you said. I was cracking up about that. There's someone's went in the bathroom. She said, "Are you waiting?" And she said, "No." So she went in there and she came right out and she's like, "It stinks in there." What did you say? You said, "This is the bathroom," which is something that I have always wanted to say for decades. I've been waiting for an opportunity. What did you expect it to smell like, Rose? It's a public bathroom. But she said it to you as if you were going to fix it. Because she stood there and announced it like, "Oh my goodness, it smells." And you just feel like, yeah, welcome to the bathroom.
Really awesome guy scanning our tickets. We got Z's.
Zebulon Unite.
We walked in the middle of the opener. Nina was, honestly, for me, highlight because there was the performance.
Yeah.
And the use of instrumentation.
Yeah.
Can you describe what you saw from your perspective?
Well, it was Nina and another woman, and I couldn't catch her name. She was playing bass at times, and then she had these 2 bows, like violin bows. But she would stroke them against a xylophone. So it just made this really wonderful, soothing, like a whale sound. That was really lovely. I love that. The
I did
sound
too.
was amazing. Yeah.
It was so
And I'm
special.
thinking, what a way to play a xylophone. Like, what are you going to do with a violin bow and a xylophone? Well, that's what you do. You stroke it and make whale sounds. Now we know.
Naturally, obviously.
I mean,
okay. Oh. They did not have any visuals.
No.
With their set, but they didn't need it.
No.
That was so fun. I love their outfits. They were very, I noticed the shoes on Nina, really cool platforms. Yeah. And you know what, so then the next performer comes on and Jeremiah.
Jeremiah too.
And what I love is the fact that there is no instruments. So like the changeover was really quick, you know.
No tuning.
No tuning, no mic checks or anything like that. And so Jeremiah comes on and his setup is way different.
Yeah. He's not facing the audience. He's aside to the audience, but then you can see his hands better and what it is that he's doing. seemed like maybe a little bit of a MIDI keyboard. And so he was, it was like an organ.
Yes.
Like a mad scientist organ with 4 or 5 levels. That was really cool. And he had visuals. Yeah.
Yes. And what I liked about his music is how he brought in chimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had like extra little like, was it a wind chime? But it sounded like a wind chime.
He had some wooden, it was like a wooden clacker, but then a part of it was metal at the top with the mic. So he recorded it into a sample. That's what he made samples of it. And then he put those down, and then he could bring the samples in and manipulate those, which was really cool. I mean, he could have sampled that at home and left those instruments at home and then just brought them in whenever. But the fact that he made it right there, made those samples, I thought was really great.
The guys up front told me that it's on a modulator, which means that nothing is ever repeated.
Right.
So that I didn't know, and I don't think I'm doing it justice to explain it. But the fact that you can't repeat the things that he's doing adds a whole new level of...
It's all improv and all in the moment.
Well, this is what I've been trying to like unlock in terms of my position or my thoughts on ambient music. And to me, it really embodies a relationship that we all have with uncertainty. Mm-hmm. And we don't know what's going to happen because there is no formula or pattern to this music. And so that in itself is a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. And that it presents its own listening challenge.
Right.
And I love that just as concert goers, like to be a little challenged like this. And it was a little challenging being in there, right?
Yeah,
there's no instruments to watch someone wail out.
Right. There's no singing. There's nothing,
And there's
nothing for you to do, really, because that's the thing. Like if you go to a pop concert or country, you can dance, you can sing along, you can clap, you can laugh at the, I've been there, partner. But this was just, you just had to be. It was like not doing, and that's sometimes very hard.
It's meditative, right? So you're also trying to like focus on the music and stay present, but then you're also aware of like, I had a big gush of wind from like one of the vents like on me, so I'm like aware of that, like someone farted, like I could smell that, so I'm burping up pine nuts from the pizza. Like that's what I find so fun about ambient music in that scenario is it's like group meditation, but at a nightclub, So Chuck Johnson's the headliner. As if like I know Chuck Johnson.
Well, he plays a mean steel pedal.
Is that what it is? Yeah. So then his setup, again, it's like the setups become their extension of their personality. He had a table with like a tablecloth. Yeah. And he was positioned in the middle of the table.
He was facing, and his table was wide. It looked like
he had some elbow room up there.
Yeah, it looked like, that's the headliner's table. You would not confuse that with an opener's table. No way.
He had visuals, but
visuals like cut out, and then it was like loading. Like when you press pause on VLC, and then the whole thing like
you can see the screen.
It's full screen, and then it's just like, do you want to play this again? And then they had to push play, and I was like, oh man.
Chuck's visuals weren't really doing it for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I felt a little creepy. It felt a little creepy on me. The hands
are a little creepy, but I like it was like hand circles, and I really like the black and white sort of Rorschach test thing. I like them. It was like I was watching a movie, and Chuck was providing the soundtrack.
Can you go back to the slide? That's pretty cool. He was using a slide guitar or
slide.
Yeah.
And he had also a regular guitar.
A
stand-up guitar.
We don't even know instruments anymore. We just know knobs.
Exactly. But what frequency was it?
They're knob stars.
They're knob stars, they are.
But his bass though was really, really like in my heart. Yeah, more than any of the performers. Yeah. And you know what else I found fascinating? Chuck, maybe exception. I couldn't quite tell. No one had a computer on stage with them.
No, and not what we would call a computer. I mean, all of those things were computers.
Is a computer,
Yeah.
but they had no
Like a
laptop
no
with
laptop,
them, which is,
no.
I really, really liked that. Now we're moving into Sonics. Okay, let's go. And what I loved, they had a bowl of earplugs.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, that's class. Every venue should have them because people forget, people don't know.
I noticed you had some hardcore earplugs.
Yes, these are swimming earplugs.
Okay, those are
See the
hardcore.
venue?
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little case there. Never leave home without them.
Do you play with earplugs?
When I play with the band, yeah.
So what was fun too is like I was looking around and like there's really high ceilings in there, which is cool, and it's almost rounded.
Yeah.
And I noticed I didn't if you saw this or not, but like padding
Yeah.
on the
On the
walls
and the
and
ceiling.
Yeah.
It's they put a lot of thought into the acoustics in there. And I thought about that and I was like, oh, I want to come back when there are acoustic instruments and vocalists to hear what it sounds like, because I imagine it would be really nice. There's a lot of soundproofing and for that purpose. So
I was watching the sound guy. His name is Mikey. Mm-hmm. A lot of sound guys usually are mixing and like making sure that things sound good for us. I noticed Mikey, he really wasn't doing much.
Mikey loves these shows.
And I asked him on the patio, I was like, this is sort of a set it and forget it type of show. And he said, yeah, because they're sort of monitoring their own levels.
Yeah.
I would tip my hat off to Mikey and his playlist.
Oh, yeah.
He had some really good music, house music in between sets. Yes. I love that shit.
Yeah. What was it? Mongo.
Mongo.
Close
Something.
enough.
Shazam. Basically, it's good. It's good house music, like playlist music when you're Shazamming.
Yeah.
And that's also a really good indication of a cool, unique venue, in my opinion, is when there's Shazammable music in between sets, and that's Mikey. So Mikey wasn't doing a lot of controlling tonight.
But he had a hot playlist. That's
Yes.
for sure. One thing I did like about the venue is that you could just go in a circle. You could
Yes.
just go in a circle all around. You could go like through to the show and then around to the bathrooms and back out to the welcome bar. You could do the whole patio lap. It was
a nice flow.
I like that.
Agreed. Good point. Like that yes, like that isn't everywhere.
Yeah.
That they thought of that.
Thought
Like
of that.
yes,
If you're here, you can get to the restrooms from anywhere, and
it's a nice
keep
flow.
it moving.
And so we kept it moving right out the front door. Into our car here, Amelia. It's just so fun.
It's been great.
On my way over, I was jamming out to a few of your songs. Just getting in the, it's so fun to always meet the musician when I play you in my car, and then I can sit and talk to you about your music. And I listened to the song Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Really love that song.
We mock the blissful hymn of show tune Sarah, for whom the message never distant from the melody.
When I was in college, there was this woman my friends and I would run into at parties sometimes, and she was a musical theater major. When you ran into her at a party, you say, hey, her name's Sarah. Sarah, where's the beer? Sarah would never talk. She only sang. Like, it's in the kitchen. And, so you had to be prepared if you were going to talk to her that it was going to be a one-way conversation and a lot of singing. And then I thought, why did she annoy us so much? I mean, she was a musical theater major. If anybody's supposed to walk around singing, it's her.
Right.
Like, she was studying her craft and living her dream. And so I said, oh, well, I'm going to write her an apology song because we should not have picked on her.
From Sarah's not the only one who dreams.
It should sound like a musical because she's a musical theater major. So then I said, okay, I'm going to write a musical song. All right. And then I thought, what if every line in the song references a different musical? So every line in the song references a different musical. There are 50 musicals total. So now it's a puzzle. And it was fun to write. I had to, figure out how to write it.
Okay.
And now it's a game that people can play. So anybody who's into Broadway and musicals can go listen to the song and try to figure out which which musical they're referencing.
So for supper, although the lady in the moon can't hold a note, it's all a happy trees float along the river Shannon breeze.
I love puzzles, so I often give myself challenges like that.
All we gotta do is dream and sing, sing, sing. Singing is artistes and say what you wanna, but we're here to stay.
Final thoughts on Zebulon. Final thoughts on tonight's experience.
Zebulon, I want to come back when there's acoustic, so I can hear somebody singing, because I'm really curious about the sound in there. I think it'd be great. But I'm excited to come back, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
a
it's
great
like one of
venue.
these, it's a venue where you can truly feel like you can keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally known for experimental, cutting edge, cool, different music practically every day of the week.
And if the performances are as great as this one, then...
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like, this is like a mainstay. Like, if you don't know what to do with a new friend in town, or, it's Wednesday night, what should I do? Like, it's almost like just go to Zebulon.
Yeah.
It's one of these places. So I love it. And I just love being in there. It's so cool. And it's so cool to hang out with you and
Yeah.
experience this with you.
To meet you.
Amelia Ray is a ray of sunshine.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Concert Chat, a ticket holder tell-all from VEMORii, the only platform devoted to gig tripping and concert culture, made for fans who go the distance. Which means if you love traveling for concerts as much as we do, then subscribe and follow to the VEMORii YouTube channel so you never miss a Concert Chat episode. And if you're planning your next gig trip, then go to VEMORii.live. That's VEMORii.live for more music venue reviews, hotel recommendations, and insider tips. Concert Chat is created, produced, and edited by me, yours truly, Kyle Lamont. And a big shout out to my co-pilot, Mark Tekashan, for his exquisite art direction and unwavering support.
This is the Irish goodbye. Do you want to go get some ice cream?
Oh my gosh, with sprinkles.
Thank you all for pushing play, and I'll see you out there.